What's going on, y'all? We have Zaid here. We've been playing goats all day, and we kind of moved away from playing predetermined decks and ended up just trying to build a bunch of random shit.
Yeah.
And we built something pretty gross. What did we end up building, Zaid?
This Gearfried hand rip deck is inspired by this dude at our local, shout out Brian. He was playing this deck, Dylan was telling me about it, and so I took the idea and ran with it and kind of made my own version of the hand rip deck. And yeah, you ready to get into it?
Yeah, I am. Absolutely.
It's not sorted by monster spell traps, it's more so like sorted by how these cards kind of work together. And to start, there's 3 Gearfried and 2 Rhoda. So it's basically 5 Gearfried when you want Gearfried, 3 when you don't. And then the Rhoda, the only other target that I play is a Donzalug for it. And then the Donzalug also overlaps with like this dark package we play. 1 Spirit Reaper, 1 Sandgan, and triple Mystic Tomato. So you can search Donzalug off Rhoda or off of the Mystic Tomato or off the Sandgan. And you have 3 targets for Mystic so that if you don't Mystic and a Mystic and you Mystic into one of these, the other Mystics aren't dead. And each one's like very versatile. You have the Donzalug and the Spirit Reaper for ripping hands, but the Spirit Reaper also doesn't die by battle, so that's important. And it sticks for tribute fodder, which you'll see why in a little bit. And then Sandgan, if you're gonna tribute, you would get this, so you could tribute summon, get your tributes effect.
The entire deck.
Yeah, and it lets you have tribute fodder that's gonna float. You get the most value out of your tribute summon. And then a slight equip spell engine, triple iron blacksmith kotetsu.
Yeah.
And then 2 targets for it, or the 2 copies of smoke grenade at the time thief and 1 snatch steal. This second smoke grenade could be a premature. Not 100% sure on that yet.
So what's your reasoning on playing 2 smoke grenade over playing 3, even though this is a hand control kind of deck?
I play a lot of cards that aren't Gearfried that interact with the hand too, which will come up. So, and this one is the only one out of them all that sucks on its own. If you draw this without Gearfried, it's like dead unless you also have Heavy Storm, or if you like, that's it. You have to have Heavy Storm to proc it. And so you only want it with Gearfried. You play 5 of it because it's searchable through this guy. And then I'd almost be willing to go down to 1 because like you just don't really want to draw it. You'd rather search it when you need it or draw it with Gearfried. And then this also is a card I really like.
Yeah, please explain this, because 3 of this seems kind of wild to me.
This card is live a lot, I feel like, because the Equip Spell Engine searches it. So if you open this, you have 4 copies of Snatch Steal to take their monster to do it. You have 4 copies of, or 5 monsters that, when attacked, are going to guarantee a monster sticks. Because if you set the Mystic, you can Mystic into Mystic into Mystic into Spirit Reaper if you just really need one to survive. And if they don't have enough attacks to stop you, you can like Mystic, Sandgan, and then you're going to float off the tribute. And then there's a very heavy trap lineup that is intended to also help protect cards like Donzalug and Spirit Reaper, but they also supplement in protecting things that you could use for tribute fodder. This card gives you a way to crash with the Jinzo that we found out while playing was a problem for this deck. And it just, it also does burn damage if it rips a monster, so that's really prominent. And I like it a lot so far. It can brick, but like I said, you play so many ways that kind of force it to like be live, like monsters that stay on the board or snatch steal search, that I really, really enjoy it. And for the hand rip cards, we've got a duo, triple dust shoot, triple mind crush. Mind crush synergizes insanely with the dust shoot and with the smoke grenade because they both let you look at the hand and pick. So then you get to know a name of a card and then hit anything you want.
It's also just generically good in this format currently because, you know, like Thunder Dragon's so prominent. Sandgan's one of the best monsters in the format.
Rhoda.
Yeah, Rhoda.
There's just a lot of very powerful search cards that exist in the game. But then it also like doubles as being an insane combo with the aforementioned cards. And then after that, we just got like a bunch of very powerful staple cards that a lot of decks run anyways. We got Pot of Greed, Graceful, and Heavy. Heavy is a combo piece in this deck because it can hit your equip spell and rip a card out of their hand. And then these you just always play. They draw cards. Triple Judgment. Judgment's like, I think any list that doesn't play this card is like incorrect. This card's crazy. Judgment's like the best trap card in the game. And then triple Sakuretsu to protect the normal summon. You protect your Donzalug, your Spirit Reaper. You out the problem cards, and then you can attack direct and rip more cards from them. And then Mirror Force for the same reason, except this one like generates a lot of value too, because it can be +1, +2, depending on how hard they push. Torrential Tribute and Ring. This doesn't really protect your guys, but this is like just the best trap card that's not Judgment, I think. It gains so much value. And then Ring protects your guys and gets you closer to lethal, which is really good. And then the last trap, just Call the Haunted. You could bring back your Theseus if you have to crash for problem cards or just need damage. You can bring back one of your hand rips if you're going through an open board. And you can also get like Mystic Tomato or something. You can't get Gearfried though, I don't think, because it equips. Let me check. Well, does Gearfried say equip spell?
I believe it's equip card.
Equip.
That's why Blast would change.
Equips an equipped card. And is this considered as an equip card?
It equips. That's.
I don't think so.
Not something that I know.
I think you could call the Haunted this. Let me know in the comments if I can't do that. But I think I can. Because it doesn't say it equips it to it. It just says if this leaves, destroy this. And if this leaves, destroy this. But yeah, so that's the list. I think it's really cool. I haven't tested it too much yet, but I want to play it more. It's really fun.
Any shout outs you want to give before we end this?
Shout out to you. Shout out to myself, Zaid Slater on YouTube. Check me out. And I guess that's it.
All right. Thank you, man.